All right, what's up, Falcons fans? You know we love to talk about the film review. We got a special guest here, my guy, Matt Ryan. He's got 3 plays. There's tons of plays we can choose from.
We got a few.
We got 3 that you say are your favorite. We're going to break down and talk about it. We're going to talk about why it happened, what you were thinking in that moment, and why they were special.
Okay.
You ready for that?
Yeah, this is perfect. These are three plays with 3 of my favorite teammates, in my career. We're going to start with Roddy White.
I mean, I thought I was one of your favorite teammates.
You had to, it's all good.
No, it's all good. All right, so this is versus Carolina. This is a backed up situation, and the purpose of this, why was this so big in this part of the ball game? Why you gotta have a big play?
Yeah, so it's crazy. This is end of game, right? I think some Falcons fans will remember this for some of the stuff I said after the game that got caught on camera. But anyhow, this is, I think there was a punt down at the 1. There's about 50, I don't know, somewhere like 55, 58, 59 seconds, something like that here. And we're in a 2-minute situation, right? So we're down, but all we need is a field goal to win. So -1. We're trying to get to the plus 35. That was Matt Bryant. He was automatic from that range.
And off the rip, you're going to take a shot.
So off the rip, we're going to take a shot. But typically, you're thinking in 2 minutes, you're going to be spread out, you're going to be in the gun, you're going to be in drop back passing situation. We go with like full old school seven-man pro, right? We called this 435 splinter pass. And I forget what the concept was here. It might have been Robisky pump. Shout out to our man, Terry Robisky.
So the guys that you have to affect are this corner and this safety, because you're going to run this inside guy to try to
100%
control him.
We're trying to take 2 here, right? So inside, our deal was we're going to run Julio right down here in the middle. Okay. Hopefully, one of these 2 guys or both of them are going to take him, and we're going to leave Roddy White isolated one-on-one.
And here's the route by Roddy. Roddy's going to run up, and he's going to lean on this corner, and then he's going to get back vertical here to stay away from that safety, right?
This is it. This is why we called it Robisky pump. This was Terry Robisky's favorite play in all of football.
Receivers coach.
And he wanted to call it all the time. And I'm like, Terry, man, you can't call this play all the time. It's like a deep shot. But so anyhow, we get this dialed up. And honestly, I'm looking at Julio first.
Okay.
So when I take the snap, I'm going to do the little play action fake here. Make sure I don't Dan Orlovsky it and run right out the back of the end zone. Keep your feet inside it. Keep it tight. Sorry, Dano. But right here, all I'm looking at is Nakamura right here. And so I determine at this point, okay, I'm getting ready to launch this thing. He's close enough to Julio. This is going to be a 1-on-1, maybe a 2-on-1 type shot, but I got to let it rip. And the best part of this as a quarterback, and you know this, Shock, these are the situations where it doesn't matter.
Oh, no doubt.
Right? You're putting that thing in the air, and you're going to throw it as far as you can, at least for me, as far as I could, and try and give Roddy a chance.
You let it go on this one. It's a good 55
You'd be proud.
in the air.
You'd be proud. There was where was it, Minnesota? It was no pregame in Minnesota that you threw that thing 80 yards.
Give me my money. That's what you're talking about. All right, so explain Roddy's route right here, because everybody wants to know, okay, why you want to throw it to Roddy? You're controlling him, but Roddy is leaning this guy and then getting vertical.
Yeah, he's gonna lean the corner right here, right? And he's gonna lean him and try and create leverage, pin the corner to the sideline, and then take it vertical. And I'm trying to throw this ball up here, split the difference between the numbers and the sideline.
All right, cool. All right, let's let it play out and see what happens. Let's go back to the beginning. We talked about you getting vertical. Now he leans on him, and now he's gotten vertical, and now you're letting this thing fly. So you let this thing go, and Roddy's on about the 28-yard line here.
Yeah.
Far enough away from both of these defenders.
Not really, but we can talk about all the design that we want.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: when you play with 2 guys like this, a Julio Jones or a Roddy White, you don't have to be perfect, right? You don't need the perfect look. You just have to give them opportunities to go make the plays. And the thing I loved about Roddy, and you know this, right? And why he's one of my favorite teammates of all time is because he was not scared of the moment.
No doubt.
He was absolutely not scared of the moment. In fact, wanted it and was one of the greatest competitors that I've ever seen. And I think this play sums it up.
You let it fly. You said give him an opportunity. He goes up. Head tops a guy.
Head tops it. That ball was in front, though, too, Shot. That ball was in front. It wasn't bad.
There's one thing I want to show on this back angle here. We saw the throw. We saw the progression. We saw it happen. But let's watch what happens at the top of this for you. Nice play action here. You sit. You're about to go. Nice job of settling the pocket here. But you do something at the top here. This little shimmy. That little shimmy there. What is that about? Take the fans behind the scenes. Why the little shimmy there?
All right, so the shimmy is the little Troy Polamalu head and shoulders, right? That's what we're looking for. So you come off this thing and you give them the and you're just trying to freeze, maybe think, make these guys in the back end, maybe just settle their feet for a second, right? Put them out of sorts. Think that the ball's going down the middle, and then you're launching that thing outside.
This is an unbelievable job here, because I want to show people, like, your head right now is looking at this safety who's back here. We all saw. But at the top, watch this shimmy. Nice. Now your head goes completely to Roddy, and you launch it. Look at where this thing lands at. 55 yards. That's a nice bomb by you.
That was about all I had. That was about all I had in the tank. That was it.
All right, let's talk about this play here.
Okay. All right. This is end of game.
Yeah.
We're playing against the Philadelphia Eagles. I think it's Sunday night football.
Sunday night football. Game.
Yeah. It was an awesome environment in the stadium. We're playing against Jim Schwartz.
Yeah.
Jim Schwartz was in Detroit for a long time. He was a longtime defensive coordinator for the Eagles. This guy must have cover zero blitzed us 10 times during this game.
All right, explain to people who don't know cover zero. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to count how many guys at the line of scrimmage. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
And you got 5 receivers. So if my math is correct, you got 6 guys here, you got 5 guys to cover, right? So explain the cover zero to the fans and what you're thinking at this moment.
That's that good Georgia education
No
right
doubt,
there.
no doubt about it. No doubt.
So what it is you got 6 guys, like you said, at the line of scrimmage. We only have 5 to protect.
Right.
So simple math. If they've got more than you do, we can't hold out. So I'm looking at it, and we've seen this number of times throughout the game, and I've kind of held this one check in my back pocket the whole game, and I'm waiting. We get it in this situation, and I see it, and I'm scrambling. I'm telling Alex Mack, I know you can't block Fletcher Cox. It's okay. Alex, it's all right. I'm going to the screen. You don't have to block anybody. This ball's coming out. But we set up the screen right here, and the reason I love this is, number one, Jake Matthews and Mohamed Sanu, the effort that they have on this play is unbelievable. But then also, number 2, Jim Schwartz, you think you can go cover zero against Julio Jones.
Forget about it.
It's over. It's over.
And we talk about, you say cover zero, everybody has a man. Everybody's got a guy. Everybody's got a guy. Everybody's got a guy.
Yep, 5 guys in coverage for 5 receivers that are eligible. So what we're going to do is say, all right, we can't protect you. We're going to get it out of our hands quickly, and we're going to try and block the guy that's covering Julio Jones right here. And that's why it works. It ends up being a touchdown.
So what happens is Sanu comes out, blocks this guy. Jake comes out, blocks this guy. What was the check? Do you remember the check to this play?
This is the whole reason we're doing it. Our check for this. So our screens were all names of beers and stuff like that. For whatever reason, we grouped it this way. And our little signal right here was Stella. So this was Stella. So I'm up here yelling, Stella, 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 Stella. And it's clear as day on the audio copy from the game that you can hear it. So this thing hits for a touchdown, and I'm yelling Stella. And a big shout out to the folks at Stella that ended up sending a case of beer and some nice of those like chalet things that they sent me. So
all right, let's run it.
This is a good one.
And talk about it. Stella's the call. Cover zero. You got 6 guys in line of scrimmage, 5 to block, and you know everybody's looking at their man. Snap the football.
Snap the football. And this is the critical part, right? Is you know it as well as anybody, Shock. You've got people in your face. You're retreating. But the quality of the throw, the accuracy of the throw is critical to this. So you can allow Jake to get that block. You can't have it behind. You can't have it in front. You want that thing right in his face, in his chest.
Look how perfect it is.
And you couldn't draw it up any better. And now, right now, you got 3 guys chasing from the backside. Chasing him, there is no chance.
Let's watch from the backside. You talked about, again, the communication that you had to have with Alex up front.
Yep.
You talked about there's going to be somebody free. You got 5 guys to block 6 guys. But this guy has to be the guy that's free. You're Stella, let's go.
Yep. I'm clapping. You got to snap the ball. We're down on the clock. All right, here it is. James Carpenter right here doing a good job trying to take 2. Alex, the one guy you had, you didn't even take. It's all good. I love you, Alex. I love you. It's all good. And that ball's coming out.
Oh, man. Big Fletcher Cox in your face.
Awesome block from Jake. Mohamed Sanu knew it right away.
Yeah.
He said that's a wrap ball game.
One last thing I want to point out on this play was why this was so big was this was a 4th down call.
Right.
And we're in the ball game. You got to have it. Unbelievable play call. Nice job of getting it out, but an unbelievable play call. All right, the last one, you talked about 3 guys you love to play with. I already seen Roddy. We talked about Julio. But this guy, Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer, Tony Gonzalez. He's going to be right here in your screen. Listen, we could have picked, we could have picked a million different plays of him scoring touchdowns and just, high pointing and taking off people's helmets. But this is one that I'll always remember. So this happened in the playoffs against Seattle, but it was something that we worked the entire week. So we're going to run the little bootleg down here at the goal line, and we're going to give the misdirection off here to the right. We're going to fake that run, and we're going to boot out here. And so what Tony and I talked about all week is we're going to run this, and we know these guys are thinking this ball is going to the corner. So he does a great job.
10, he's supposed to go, and he's going to keep on the move, right?
Absolutely. And so during the week, we're out here at Flowery Branch on the practice fields right behind here, and I'm kind of rolling out of this thing running, and I said, I don't care. It's going to look like you're going to be open to the back corner, but we're going to back shoulder this thing. He's going to be out of sorts. The hardest thing for DBs to do in this situation when you're running the end line is to be able to stop as fast as the wide receiver or the tight end. So right here, I mean, 100 times out of 100, people are thinking this ball is going to the corner because he's got to step.
He's
got to step.
Yeah.
I've got somebody in my face, and I'm like, dude, I hope he remembers what we talked about during the week, and he did. He puts his foot in the ground, and this catch at the end is unbelievable. This is vintage Tony Gonzalez. How many times did you see him on that back end line be able to go up, get the ball, and have the spatial awareness to get his feet down?
Now, this is great insight because he talks about, this is something they talked about in Wednesday, Thursday of the week, and here it is on Sunday in live game action. They have to be on the same page. This is exactly what you like. You talk about him pulling up here and the back shoulder, unbelievable throw. Let's watch it from the backside. Obviously, this is what you like to see from, there's Tony here, come across, now you got a guy in your face. Talk about where your mindset is when you got a guy here. Can you outrun him? You pull up. What's the mindset here for you? You gonna outrun him?
Stop it. Shock, that was messed up. You knew exactly what I was doing right here. I'm pulling up hard on the hash. There's no chance I'm outrunning him here. But most of it is just making him feel like you are, right? Making him feel like you're gonna attack that edge so you can pull up and just have that split second to be able to deliver the football. But this is always what I loved, and probably one of the things I miss most, at this point is you work all week, right? And you talk about these things all week, and then you see them come to life on the field. That's what football is all about, two guys being on the same page.
You have already let this ball grow, and look at this. There's no way he looks like he's open, going this way or that way, but you guys are on the same page, back shoulder, and boom. Big
Awesome
money
catch.
throw.
Awesome catch.
Three guys that I know you love, to enjoy to play with. You got incredible insight from Matt here on three plays that was three of his favorite.
Yeah, some of my favorites.
First off, man, congrats on retirement. Awesome to be a teammate. Glad you're a Falcon for life.
Appreciate you.
My man, Matt Ryan, breaking it down inside from the man himself.